welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another vlog. It is now August, guys. I can't believe it. For those of you who don't know me and it's your first time popping in, hi, my name is Cassie. I am a UK illustrator and I paint watercolor images of mainly women, and that is what I do. You can find me mainly at Instagram. Just type in NubianRockChick in the search bar and you'll find me. I tend to do vlogs once a month just because at the moment YouTube is just something I do for fun. I don't get any paid partnerships on YouTube. I don't get paid for views or anything like that, or clicks or advertisements. So I don't really have the capacity to spend a lot of time editing videos as much as I want to, as I really love editing videos. I don't have a lot of time to be here every week and bring up new content every week because my store is really busy. And most of the time it's just me. Sometimes I do have a little bit of help, but at this point in time I can't do videos every week. So my aim is to bring you some content every month by way of vlog. The year and time is going entirely too fast for my liking, and it being August means I need to speed up and I need to really get cracking on this calendar, because I have started. I've done one full illustration, so, and I've sketched out two and I need to paint them. So we're on our way. It is August and it's, what is it, the 13th, so it's really the beginning of the month, which means I am chipping out Patrons. Now this is a mammoth job. I mean, Patreon's a bit of a, it's a hard one because they take a lot of fees. So it's I feel like I probably need to revise it because I'm doing a lot of work and then Patreon are taking the money and PayPal. So but yeah, when I do Patreon it's a lot of mammoth work, a lot of crazy cutting. So here are the treats that are going to be going out this month. This image here I painted for the first of the month, and I've called her Augustina. Isn't my name so original for her? She's called Augustina, and people really like that illustration. So she's now on the shop, but she's also going to be in the pack for the Patreons this month. So yeah, so I've prepped everything now, ready to do like a production run, so I can just grab everything from each thing and see what each patron needs. And I've got a few orders to ship out, which I've just got ready. When I say I've just got it ready, it has taken me all day. I got into my studio about 10. My throat is hurting actually, but yeah, the kids are home from school and I've got into the studio about 10 and it's now 5:30 and I've been literally cutting stickers, which is, some of these stickers I've been cutting for the past couple of days, but some of these orders I've been cutting all morning and I'm getting a bit tired now. I think I'm gonna take a nap before I continue on. When orders do get high, it can be tough trying to make sure that you get all the stickers ready for an order and get them out in a timely fashion, which is why I said I'm gonna try stocking them. And even though it's probably been about 3 or 4 months since I've talked about that, I am finally getting around to it. I've managed to do a good amount. I've still got a few to go, but most of the items on my website now are going to be stocked, and I feel like it's really going to help me because it just takes the stress out of packing orders, because someone's got their packing list. You can just pop each item in and it's done and it's ready to send. Whereas making to order, you've got to print the item. There might be something wrong with the print at a time, so you might have to reprint it. There might be something wrong with the cut, so you might need to cut it again, and the machines have issues, so it can be a long process cutting stickers to order. So I definitely think this will be the right decision to stock items. I'm halfway through because I've probably got hundreds of stickers in my store at the moment. I don't know the exact number. If I do find that number out, I'll pop it on the screen now. But I've got a lot of sticker variations and stickers in my website, on my website. So stocking orders is going to take a lot of stress out of it. So what we'll eventually end up doing is we'll have days where, when I do have help, that I'm going to get someone to restock the stickers every so often, and then this way I can kind of see what's selling and what's not, and some things might need to be taken off that are seasonal, like some of the summery girls. If something hasn't sold for a while, I can retire that sticker, I can draw something new, and it'll just give me a better view on what's working in the store, and I actually get notifications of what's out of stock. So it's actually going to tell me, it's actually going to be really easy to keep a list of what I need to restock and what is selling fast and what's not. Because when everything is just in stock on the website, you have no idea. It's not as easy to do the reporting to see how much you sold and what you need to, what's your best seller, if you like. So that is something I've been doing this week. It's been a marathon session through the weekend up until now, cutting stickers. If I haven't talked about this before, this is something I purchased from Amazon. It is what is it called? It's called an index book, but I like it because it's clear, and it keeps all my stickers. I keep all my stickers in alphabetical order, which was suggested to me by my sister a few months back. I tried so many different variations. I tried stacking them in little cubby holes, in corrugated kind of folders. None of that worked, and this seems to be the best system. It keeps the dust out and it keeps them in really good condition. My throat is getting really dry, guys. I think I need to go and get a beverage and have a little nap before I carry on with all of this mammoth stuff. The kids are going to be going back to school in a few weeks, but we're aiming to go on holiday, so I've got a lot of stuff to do within that time frame. We potentially could be going on holiday next week. That sounds absolutely crazy. The holiday's not booked yet, but we're potentially going on holiday next week, so I need to make sure that all my orders are up to date. I need to make sure that any illustrations I need to draw beforehand for Patreon, for example, depending on when we get back, that they're all sorted, and I need to set things up in my store so it can cope for when I am away. So that's a little bit manic, as well as get all the kids' school clothes, backpacks, all of that stuff. So it's looking like it's going to be a crazy August.
Already using the brand new system.
it, guys. Here, guys. We're finally here.
Hiya.
Yeah.
Getting breakfast.
Going to get breakfast.
That's a gym, isn't it? It's not a gym.
I don't know where the gym is.
Let's go.
Oh, nice and warm. What is it? 9 o'clock? With you, it's been 2 days since I've been back from holiday. I wanted to record a bit of some vlog. I wanted to do a bit of vlogging today, but the time totally got away with me and the light has gone, so it's quite dark in the office now. I've been packing orders today and doing some changes to the studio, because yesterday we got good old Betsy back in the studio, and what had happened was I used to have her in this corner. I don't know if you can remember. I'll put up some kind of video or clip now. So I used to have her in that corner. Why is she a her? I don't know. But the screen used to be in that corner, the computer, and one day there was some kind of fly or something in the room, and I opened that window and it made the computer smack down on its face. It already had a crack anyway, a few cracks on the screen before, which I wasn't too happy about, but I was living with it. And then it broke even more, so I had to get it fixed before it would just be unusable. So I got that fixed while I was on holiday, so I was without a computer, and I got her back yesterday. So you saw the clip of me opening it yesterday, and now the screen is perfect and good as new. So what I decided also to do was yesterday go and purchase a screen, another monitor, because I don't know if I show you all the time, but I have an old MacBook Pro which I originally had when I first started doing everything. I kind of outgrew the MacBook Pro because it's got such a small memory capacity on there, and it's not got a great video card and all that type of stuff, so I upgraded to the iMac. But I still found it so helpful and useful within having a business, because I cut stickers and do other stuff. It was so helpful to actually have another computer, so I'm lucky that I have 2 computers. But I was contemplating purchasing another computer, because as I have help now and again, the screen's quite small on that one and it's a little bit slow. I was thinking, should I purchase another computer? And I've been thinking long and hard about it. I keep going to the website, looking at the prices, coming out, put it in the checkout, see what it comes up to, think, is this worth this purchase? So I've done that so many times, guys. But what I realised, what I actually need is just more real estate, more screen real estate, because I have a iMac which is really good for video editing and all this other stuff that I do, which is a bit more intense on that one. And at the end of the day, I only cut stickers on that one, and not much else, a little bit internet surfing. So I figured, do I really need something that more intense over there, and for such a huge amount of money, which quite frankly I don't have. I decided to go for a screen. Let me go over there, guys. Sorry, I'm packing orders at the minute, but I think I'll talk to you about it again tomorrow, so I can explain a bit more about the setup. But it's so much better. For you, guys, it's another day in the studio. Yesterday I was recording a bit late and the sun had gone down, so I decided not to show you around the studio. So I'm showing you around today. We've had a bit of an update here. I've got a new monitor behind over there, and my computer has come back from being repaired because the screen was broken and I was really upset. But they managed to do it while I was on holiday. So while I was on holiday, I did have a sale. So I've got those packing up there. So I've got some up here that's already done, and I've got lots more stickers to cut and some other things to do today. I thought I would just show you a new setup. So whilst the room is partially tidy, okay, so in the previous update of the studio we had the iMac there and we had a big long desk space free, and we had this like as a packing table. I moved the iMac from the corner because one day I opened this window and it made the computer fall flat on its face and it smashed the window. Also, when you are working at a desk space, you should ideally have the computer dead center in front of you, because it's good for your back. So I've moved it back here, and to be honest, when I'm working and looking at detail on the screen, I can see a lot better because the screen was far back in the corner, and I was squinting a little bit, so it was a little bit difficult. So now the screen is a lot closer to me, and I've still got quite a bit of desk space, and I've put up my easel there just because there was a big massive space there. I don't use the easel too much, but I may start doing it now because it's actually out on the desk. Yeah, so I purchased a monitor because I've been umming and ahhing for a good amount of time about wanting to buy another computer over here. Someone helps me a couple times a month, so they do need to have their own like little computer when I'm in the office working as well. So it is handy that I had an extra computer from before, which is my old MacBook Pro. I came to the decision that what I needed over here was just some more real estate. I needed something bigger, a bigger screen, just so I could see more what was doing when we're cutting stickers. And I didn't necessarily need the computer to be super fast, I just needed it to be able to cut the stickers. So what I did was a little bit of research. I found out that you could purchase an external monitor and just get an HDMI cable and link that to your MacBook, have the MacBook closed, and it will display everything that's on your Mac onto the screen. And you just need a Bluetooth mouse and a Bluetooth keyboard, and you can use it like a how you would iMac. So that has saved me so much money. A new computer could have cost about, well, minimum £1,000, and the £1,000 range is still not great in terms of Mac. So how we use the computers in my studio is I have hard drives with all my external hard drives with all my files on, my art files, and that is linked up to my iMac underneath. And then what I do then is have a network set up where this computer can share the files from the hard drive. So it's kind of like, I don't know how it works, guys. I guess it goes through Wi-Fi or something like that, but it's so handy because it means I can edit things over there without needing this computer to be interfered with it. But when someone's over here needing to cut stickers, they can get into the files no problem, and they can look at them on this computer without having to take the whole hard drive over and put it over there. So the setup I've got is really great, and I'm really happy that I purchased a monitor which was £99 I think, for I think this is 24-inch. It's obviously not the same quality as an iMac, nowhere near, or even the MacBook Pro resolutions, but I think it's really good for the price and what it does. It comes with internal speakers. They aren't super loud, but it's enough for what it is, because the iMac has amazing speakers on there anyway. So yeah, it's a great system that I have set up here, and I'm really impressed with the aesthetics of it, because most monitors in the £99 range are a bit bulky and don't look great. And as I've got an iMac, you know, aesthetically iMacs are beautiful, so I wanted something to kind of match that kind of theme without having to spend lots of money, guys, because I'm not rich. So I'm really happy with that setup. What else have we got new in the studio? I've been playing around with this whiteboard. I've had this for absolutely the longest time, and I've just been sticking whatever up on there, but I thought, do you know what, let's try and make this a bit more functional. I'm sure there's a better way that it can be, but I'm dealing with quickness here, and I just want to kind of make it more functional and move on and get on with what else I need to do. So over here I've got my calendar artworks that I'm working on, so that's one full finished painting. There's some sketches I'd done when I was on holiday that needs inking and paint. That's just for a calendar. That's obviously this year's calendar, so I'm going to leave that up there so I can quickly get the date. This will be some to-dos for the week that are main things I would like to get done. That is a beautiful print from Janice Sung, and whoever's in the studio helping me at the time, I just quickly put these rough sheets up here to show them the paper sizes when they're packing orders. And I don't have a label maker, but I do obviously have cutting machines, and I had some clear sticker paper, so I just quickly made labels. That it didn't come out as straight as I wanted to, because I think because the paper's so thin it kept on slipping, but it worked for now, and I'm quite happy with it because they're transparent. I don't use this transparent paper a lot because it did give me quite a few problems going through the machine, but it was alright for just cutting labels. So I started labeling these. I'm going to put some more on there soon, but yes, we're getting a system, guys. We're getting a system. Hi guys, it's the second of September, and it's the last day before the kids go back to school. Yes. I love my kids, but 6 weeks non-stop, you just need a break. So you will still be able to hear the kids in the background. Oh, I don't know if I told you, I launched a subscription service on my own website. Before I was doing Patreon, and I come to the decision that Patreon doesn't work for the way that I was trying to do it. I send out physical goods, and I had just set the prices way too low, the tiers too low, and of all the charges, the conversion rate and things that are in place with Patreon, it just worked out that it just works out that I wasn't making any money, and that kind of defeats the purpose of Patreon. Patreon is there to support the creator so they can have a bit of financial income, so they can create more. And Patreon was just taking me a lot of time, just because their systems are a bit archaic, and or not so much archaic, but not set up for sending out physical goods really. It's more, I would say, it's a better platform for digital products. 1 second. Patreon for shipping physical things is because on a normal website it will capture addresses properly and put them into the shipping system so you can print shipping labels. It doesn't do that on Patreon. You have to go in, create a spreadsheet, download that spreadsheet, and then upload that to Royal Mail, which is very long-winded. Whereas on my shop, which I use WordPress .org and WooCommerce, it automatically syncs with Royal Mail shipping and other shipping providers. So it's so much more easier because it's captioning the information correctly. On Patreon, I would have to say, make sure that you don't do any changes to your address, or make sure you change your address by a certain date, because I needed to download all the shipping addresses. I mean, anyway, it was just difficult. I'm trying to explain it, but I can't explain it very well. But using the address system was very difficult. It was also difficult to keep track of who I needed to make sure that I sent things to, in terms of who gets what and how much I needed to make. It is very long-winded, and you had to use spreadsheets, and well, I just didn't find that it worked for me. Maybe that some people found a great way to use Patreon and do better systems, but for me it doesn't work, especially also their fee, then PayPal take a fee, and then conversion rate. It just worked out to be doing all this, so much work. So what I did is I talked to my amazing Patreons, and we discussed it, and they said that they still wanted and liked the idea of having something sent to them monthly, and then making a pledge every month to receive something. And I broached the ideas of having that kind of system on my own website. So I had to do a little bit of research and found that you can buy plugins and specific things onto your website where you can take monthly payments and recurring payments. So I had to set that up. So I've been before holiday, I set all that up, and I did my best to get as much done as I could on that front. So when I come back, which was like a couple of days before the 1st, it wasn't too crazy. But I launched it on the 1st of September. So far it's working very well, and it has a lot of pros and cons because everything is synced to my website automatically, and I can even send shipping notifications now, and I can check off when that order's done, and I couldn't do any of that with Patreon. It was just very confusing, long-winded, and I feel like they were taking advantage of me a little bit because I'm doing all the work and I'm getting very little return, and my customers were waiting a bit too long because of the system that I had to use. So anyway, basically I'm very happy that I've switched over to the subscription packs on my own website, and I want to thank my patrons for giving me the confidence. So I've launched that. I always feel like, I don't know about you, but I always feel like September is the start of a new term. The school terms start in September, so I feel like it's a new start. Always feel like that in September. The kids are going back to school tomorrow. I've had a bit of a rejig. I showed you around the other day. I showed you the board. I feel a bit more organised. It's still hard trying to get everything done by myself. I do have help a little bit, but ideally I would like to have a bit more. But we'll take it as we go and see how we go forward with that. I'm ahead in terms of last year. I've done a good few amount of sketches. That's good. I would have liked to have done it before then, but the kids were home. I've had so much thing to do, so I'll take that. That's a win in my book. But I'm feeling very encouraged, and a fresh start is blooming, and I feel a bit more. I don't know if I told you that I'm reading this book, Profit First. I really like it. I think people don't talk about finance enough in the creative world, and how to manage money, how to actually make profits with your art, and how to save for tax and all this type of stuff. So I feel like it's an amazing book for that. So I feel like I'm on a new chapter with that as well, and I'm hoping next year, with all the new things that I'm learning and implementing, that next year is going to be even bigger and better. Thank you for all those who purchased in my sale. As always, I am so grateful to you guys, and thank you for being patient and waiting for the orders to be shipped out while once I got back, because obviously I was away, and I did say I was away, so I was away for a week. So thank you for waiting. I'm going to crack on today and try and get along with packing and get the rest of those bulk orders out today, and hopefully I'm I'm not giving you any promises, guys, but I'm hoping that I can get the vlogs back onto at least the monthly schedule. It was so hard to vlog and film anything while the children here. Oh, also, I mean, the number may have changed, but at the time of filming, we have reached 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. That is great. Thank you guys for watching. I know I'm not the most frequent uploader, but being in the studio by myself and dealing with all the orders, it is a very labor intensive. I wish I could have more time to film for you guys, because I absolutely love filming and showing you around the studio and showing you what it's like to actually run a little sticker business or an art business. Hoping to get more time to film, but thank you guys for watching. I'm purely here for fun. I don't get paid on YouTube. I don't get paid for views. I don't get paid for sponsorships. So everything I do on YouTube is for fun and purely just to share my experience with you, because sharing is caring. If I don't pick up the camera again in this vlog, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.